The Belgian Grand Prix at the iconic Spa-Francorchamps circuit delivered a weekend filled with on-track action, but also significant controversy surrounding several key incidents and steward decisions. The race got off to a chaotic start on lap 1. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell were involved in a collision at the first corner. Russell was forced out of the race immediately, while Hamilton continued but was later handed a 5-second time penalty by the stewards. According to the official stewards document, Hamilton experienced understeer and, despite attempting to correct his steering, made contact with Russell's car. The stewards acknowledged that Hamilton tried to leave racing room and that the incident happened on the opening lap when grip levels are lower. However, they ultimately ruled that Hamilton was at fault for failing to maintain sufficient separation. Many observers and even Russell himself described the clash as a typical racing incident, leading to questions about whether a penalty was necessary. Another major talking point came later in the race when Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri made contact at turn 5. Piastri was attempting an overtake around the outside when the two cars touched, causing damage to his McLaren. Stewards reviewed the incident but decided to take no further action. They concluded that Piastri did not have enough overlap to complete the move and that Leclerc had remained on a normal racing line without deliberately forcing him off the track. The decision the Belgian surprised many, as Piastri appeared to be squeezed toward the edge of the circuit. Virtual safety car periods also had a major influence on the outcome. One particular deployment proved especially beneficial for Charles Leclerc. It allowed him to pit under the virtual safety car and emerge in the lead with around 15 laps remaining. While race control cited debris on the track as the reason for the intervention, the timing of the decision significantly changed the complexion of the race. Kimi Antonelli once again produced a strong performance and maintained his position at the top of the championship standings. His consistency and pace have been standout features of the season so far. George Russell, on the other hand, had a difficult weekend. He was already struggling with power delivery issues in his Mercedes before the lap 1 collision ended his race prematurely. In the midfield, there were several intense battles throughout the afternoon. Gabriel Bortoleto delivered a solid result for Audi, while Franco Colapinto impressed by scoring a point for Alpine after a determined drive. The new 2026 power unit regulations were clearly visible, especially in the early stages, as energy deployment created large speed differences between cars and produced some dramatic position changes on the straights. Despite these moments of action, many felt the race lacked the sustained excitement that Spa-Francorchamps has historically provided. Overall, it was a Belgian Grand Prix that will be remembered more for the controversies and steward decisions than for pure racing spectacle. With the championship battle intensifying, attention now turns to the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time, where teams will be hoping for clearer racing and fewer contentious moments.